position, that opens things up quite a bit as you're trying to chase down this.
What Soan's going to be able to do unless he gets so much help from Bono.
Yeah, there's gonna be a need for a lot of attention topside, which
of Harai right here, and a dredge line is going to land. Speaking of KT, is Mystic getting taken down very low, but aiming down to 200 as well. Bono is going to turn up. Oh my god! The arcane shift forward and first blood will be delivered to the overly aggressive Ezreal. I was just talking about the fact that Bono seemed to be completely off kilter with the rest of his team. And now it feels like they are on the same page, able to perform at the same aggressive level that that Bono likes to bring to an early game. So really, really cool stuff as now Bono will light that pillar once again. Keen in trouble as he is going to flash out. There's the apprehend onto Bono. They might be able to turn this one around, but Soan looking to try and play body block, and the minions know exactly where Spirit is. Is now Mystic in potential trouble. The W is going to land, and there's the dredge line onto Mystic. No flashes available as aiming is in a lot of trouble, but he's of course moving forward. Another Q, another auto. There we go.
Aiming just the straight.
Yeah, it was a double teleport at the time. Good double knockup, speaking of which, here for Spirit. But there's the heroic entrance, and Spirit is going to go down first. It is immediately answered there with the kill onto the Trundle. However, Keen is dead, and Fly, he just cannot chrono break far enough away.
On his way with a 3-0-2 scoreline, and we're seeing another fight.
Yep, there's the on horn, has been blown. Good night, sweet Mystic. You are the most. He went back to aiming, just chilling by himself, taking down a turret after Mystic was dispatched. As there's a Justice Punch onto Keen. Keen very, very low, has to flash to get himself out of the way, but now Bono might be a little bit too far forward. Good knockup as the heroic entrance does come down, but it's a little bit too late as the 3-man, 4-man taunt comes in, but the Darius almost gets the resets, but not quite able to. Soan, does he have any ranged abilities? He does not. He is an on. Is the power spike that we're looking for. And you can see no damage to Shelly as well, as she dives towards a dead turret already, and will get that second charge as a Freaka in position to try and get this flank, but it's only Soan that's going to get stunned by the parallel convergence. Mystic going to get dredge line immediately dispatched, and aiming picks up that kill. Now 5 members, 5 burly boys underneath this turret. They are going to be able to take that one down. Fly now having to run to the hills, and Spirit is sitting in the brush wondering what the heck his job's supposed to be. Some difficult matches coming up. I mean, Gen G and T1 are round the corner for this squad, but I will interrupt myself as there's a bit of a fight. Fly looking for Bono. He has Jelly in his back pocket. Keen's going to turn up. It's another 5v5, and there's the flank. The taunt just solo onto Mystic, having to deal with this Gargoyle. Massive knock-up with the depth charges. Bono takes a second to take down a Rift Scuttler. May as well do it if you can find it. Justice Punch going to fly in. Good taunt onto Spirit, who tries to get the Cataclysm, does so. There's the heroic entrance, but it will be interrupted by the last chapter. Fly dives on in and will be able to take down Bono, but now another taunt. Big damage from Kuro. I'm glad we just talked him up, because damn, he's playing well this game. And aiming, he'll be able to grab this Quadra after cleaning things up. Wanted to get another Q just so that he could get that E off cooldown, but not
stat line. Had that stat line a little bit. Prepping to push down. This
flank teleport here from Fly, as Spirit might be in trouble. It goes golden as they're buying space for Fly to move in. The parallel convergence does not land onto aiming as Fly already chrono breaks his way out, but Bono takes down the jungler off to the side. Aiming hasn't even been able to offer too much damage here, as Fly is just obliterated by this Ezreal. Keen is going to be dead. That's the double kill. And now they're looking for the next one. He's going to catch up to the cat on a book that's secured by Kuro, and now it's just going to be the end of the game at 24 minutes.
Yeah, Mystic is for their minions, and actually Tucson flashing forward. Wow, that was a lot
of flashes, guys. That's a lot of flashes. This is a KT that's, I think they're just having a good time. They look angry, but I think this is celebration mode for potentially moving towards 7 match wins
all the way to the end, recognizing that they didn't need to use it too early.
Yeah, it's a re-engage ulti, and you can see that the damage out of the Ezreal was just gigantic. He had a field day that game. I wouldn't mind if he picked up the player of the game, but my personal opinion was that Kuro just played out of his mind on the game. The Vayne Taric is going to attempt to go up against the unorthodox.
We might now for Freaka Freaks.
Yeah, I actually don't mind Afrika's comp whatsoever, and I think going back to basics is a good idea after a loss and when you're reeling a little bit with your most recent results. So
looking at the compositions a little further, I think this one, for aiming, does have to rely on himself a little more, as we actually see a gank come in. No stun, though.
Yeah, the dazzle didn't quite work out there as double undertow does come in. Jelly tries to move out to the side to try and pick up that face breaker, but doesn't get it as Keen is going to turn up, gets himself a really good stun. But not going to be able to find too much more as now aiming gets exhausted, but looks for the silver bolts as so on in amongst 4 members, but they will be able to grab the first blood and so on very close to getting the Meganar, and the heals come in as he gets the Bastion from the Taric. The flash in, the flash condemned down from aiming, and he will be able to help get this kill as well. No wallop to come down onto Spirit, and that is going to save his life, but KT turned
whatever floats your boat, right? Whatever is going to keep you.
Whatever gets me to the ship, as they like to say here in the LCK. As Bono's going to find Spirit, the dazzle is going to be flashed out of there by Spirit, as you can see, but Bono, he's still going. Ragnarok has been popped. Spirit, no way to get out whatsoever. He's going to land and deter Soan from moving further forward. Good stun is going to land onto Tusum, but he isn't too worried about that one, as he does have the ability to heal himself back up, and Shelly is going to be taken here. Afrika look like they still want to find a fight, but Soan does have Meganar available, and aiming is split off from this fight now. Smashed into the wall is King, but he's able to get himself out. Cosmic Radiance does land. The Crush comes down on top of Spirit, and it seems really aptly named, as now Jelly finds himself the Haymaker. Nice damage onto Bono there, as Kuro's going to flash his way out. Soan not going to be so lucky, as his flash was just barely off.
No doubt, but some of these other champions as well are at risk.
Well, in goes Bono, looks for Jelly, has to use the Ragnarok there, as there's the Void Seeker. Good knock-up from Kuro, will land, and the Dredge line is going to follow up as well, but he's not as tanky as he wants to be. Tusum making his way in. We've got teleports from both top laners as the Dazzle does go wide, and now Soan finds himself in amongst the entire enemy team, but it's a good hop to get himself back into a good position. The Flash Knight into the Dredge line, and Bono locks down that first kill. It's a trade 1-for-1, but aiming his free hitting lands the Condemn onto Keen, who just slices his way over the wall, and another Void Seeker is going to land. They do have inside track though, as it looks like KT are just prioritizing getting towards this Drake. We'll see whether Bono has his finger on the correct smite, as there's the Cosmic Radiance just used to secure the dragon, and they get the Ocean and now look to try and back away. Kuro tries to get the slow in there, as there's the ultimate, the showstopper from Jelly. He's going to probably bite the dust, but no, goes Golden. Kuro doing the same thing, but he's not going to be so lucky, but able to go out with that extra kill, as now Afrika have to chase underneath this turret for the 4v4. The Void Seekers are softening up the members of KT. Now Soan is going to go Meganar, but Mystic is going to turn up. So much damage as the Gnar only lands onto Keen, and Soan has to flash to get out of the way of Mystic. Mystic redeeming himself here very, very quickly as Keen pops the Dominus, looks to try and dive in. I think this is going to be the 50-50 that they're looking for, as the Cosmic Radiance will keep them alive. Keen goes Golden. It is going to be stolen away by Spirit. Keen tries to get out. He's not able to, as now Jelly finds the Haymaker, but aiming is still alive and stuck at the back of this pit. A gigantic stun coming out from the Scatter the Weak, and a double kill here for Mystic, who's over the wall. Space Vein trumps regular Vein, as you just saw. And of a play in that moment, as Mystic chasing away, as there's Kuro in with the Dredge line. Fair bit of damage does go down onto Spirit, but he does have the stopwatch to keep himself alive. There's the showstopper into the backline as the Haymaker keeps him alive for a long time, but Soan has a big Gnar in the backline. Jelly just eating up all of the space that he's looking for, as Mystic into the backline, waits for his moment. And
getting ulted by the Nautilus from Kuro, but just a good closeout from Afrika Freaks. Again, I think the middle portion of the game was a little worrisome for both teams, right? KT kind of lost the lead they had, and then of course Afrika Freaks didn't seem like they were doing much with it, but aiming's time in this game a little bit more miserable, even if he has that Yuumi.
They just don't work because Ornn's numbers are too good. But we'll just have to find out whether this is going to be enough from Keen as we get onto the Rift for game number 3.
All in, which we're not going to see with that teleport to level 6.
Yeah, phase dive coming on in there from Fly, but he's going to get knocked up as Bono is going to turn up. Spirit gets in here in the good timing as in goes Keen with the leap strike, but Bono's going to answer it with a flash and get himself out of the way, and maybe...
Fountain and the Infernal Soul.
Yeah, some high-value Drakes to come down, especially for the extra tanks that are on this KT roster. As Parallel Convergence comes in. There's the Equalizer, though, and Fly in trouble. Will have to use the Chrono Break probably to get himself out of the way, and does so, but not after. Spirit, he's holding on to his Counter-Strike, waiting for the multi-man stun as the flash forward from Spirit gets the pillar in position, and the Braum is going to block the Ornhorn. The Orn is actually going to die immediately after that. Like, really, really good stuff. As Bono gets the Cataclysm here onto Spirit. Equalizer goes down as well. Bullet time, my god, they don't like Spirit.
Onto aiming, and then even if Tucson comes back, the ult's probably already been used.
Well, that's a good stun there onto aiming, who immediately cleanses it. Fly gets exhausted and now has to Chrono Break to get himself back. There's the ultimate to come out, but immediately they understand that they need to try and focus on Keen. Oh my god, aiming survives. The Orn is going to sacrifice his life as well in the back line. Assassinate aiming a little bit more effectively as he's made it in for a fantastic flank, but aiming does have the cleanse once again. Equalizer goes down and Keen has to leap strike his way out, but the Ornhorn's going to be there to try and keep them in position. Good avoidance by both Fly and Spirit as Bono dives on forward. Massive knockups there as the Chains of Corruption do land, but there's the Cataclysm onto 4 members. Bono is going to go down, but the bullet time over 3 is huge, and now aiming, kiting out Fly, and Keen also struggling. Sohan goes golden, and it's a double kill for the Misfortune. Aiming is on point here today. Maybe not in game number 2, but here in game number 3 where it counts, he's certainly getting the work done as Blast Cone, able to be utilized in the end as Fly gonna get slowed down by the Make It Rain. Time Winder avoided there by aiming, but he's running so damn fast. He has a Parallel Convergence, but he's still going to be able to pick up that kill. An unofficial triple as
at this stage in the game with that QSS.
Well, there's a big Cataclysm. The Equalizer comes down. Bullet time is paired with it, and Spirit eviscerated one more.
So if they're going in, it has to be for a fight, but of course Sohan's coming in as well, so it's a 5v4.
Yep, KT are going to stop the damage on the Baron as there's the Ornhorn. Fair bit of CC available, but aiming's been jumped on by Keen once again, and this time he's able to take down the Misfortune. The Orn buys some time, but the damage is being done, and Keen gets another round of his Counter-Strike. Now KT, it's a 3 versus 3 as Jelly is very, very low. There's the Equalizer. Jelly gets the big shield, but it's not going to be enough to mitigate that damage as now Mystic gets exhausted. Kuro, he's super important in this fight as Spirit finally making his way back in.
It's the damage. We're going to see Kuro try to contest this a little bit.
Yeah, the last chapter is actually available here, and it's going to be utilized now by Tucson. As a lot of damage. Kuro not going to be able to find it as Spirit down very, very low, but is going to survive, and the Baron is consumed. King's Tribute gives him a whole bunch of his health back, and unfortunately, Kuro and Tucson threw their lives away. Players are getting a little bit blindsided by Spirit. Pardon me, but there is going to be an ultimate flying forward here as the Ornhorn is blown. Mystic does have a lot of shielding, a lot of heals there as well, as the Orn is going to be the first to go down. Aiming, trying to chase after the Afrika Freaks, but slowed down by that Glacial Fission. Not enough, because my god, he moves so damn fast. He's his Mercurial Scimitar, and now he's looking for Jelly. Another final chapter does come in. There's the Cataclysm into the backline. Bullet time to fly across as well as Fly gets the stun, but it's just not enough. Aiming's got he's got too many cleanses this time around, and there's the knockup. The GA is being procced as Sohan straight up fumbles his ultimate. It's not what you want to see, but the rest of the team fight certainly working out in favor of KT. It looks like Afrika have finally collapsed.
They're just going to try to push for the win, which they totally could.
Yep, Nexus turret number 1 is going down very low. Gargoyle Stoneplate not seeming like it's doing anything there for Spirit, who goes golden just to await his own demise, as now Mystic will get 1 kill. Equalizer from beyond the grave, looking to try and take down Mystic.
I think Fly's been showcasing a little bit of a up and up on his side.
Kuro did so much damage, my god.
Yeah, still staying ahead of that aiming who was just chasing down kills.